Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Thank you guys for coming. And as you can see by the title, Joy to the World. And we just finished Halloween and we just finished Thanksgiving. And I tell you what, a lot of us are not saying joy to the world right now. The holidays brings up some stress. Sometimes we have expectations of what our family can give and what we can give, and it doesn't work out. I remember very clearly on having really big expectations when I went to family gatherings and feeling defeated, sometimes deflated, little when I came out of it. And so I wanted to just give you 4 quick tips on how to keep your mind, get sane, and enjoy your holidays. So the word holiday is actually holy days. And the word holy, for many of you who probably already know this, is really to be set apart, to be different. So this is a time that you're supposed to set apart, to be different, to really remember, right? But that's not always true. And so my first tip for you is get real. And here's the truth. We have had a heck of the last couple of years. And the truth of the matter is that we're raw. I know I am, just this rawness in my soul and in my heart from all the death, from all the uncertainties. There's been a lot of inner work that I had to personally do in order to get my joy and to make sure that I cultivate my joy. And so one of the things that I had to do, and I encourage you to do, is to get real, to really understand that you're going into this holiday and everyone is pretty much hurting, broken, and really raw. And so what is your expectations? Get in there and really understand. When I say in there, I mean into yourself, and really understand what is it that you really are expecting. Or imagine yourself in Christmas or on Christmas Day without that loved one. Or imagine what it would be like if everyone was transparent during that time. And just sit with that. I think sometimes we're too afraid to be real with ourselves. And we try to pacify those hard feelings instead of processing. And I want you to take some time and process those feelings before you go away, before you have people over, before the holidays get here. So number 1 is be real. Number 2 is create clear boundaries. The truth is that sometimes family, my mom used to always say in Spanish, that sometimes family is like fish. After 2 days, it smells bad. So I always keep that in mind, right? Just so really set limits on who and how much time will you interact with individuals. And if this is an individual that their political views are way beyond your political views, or their economic views, or whatever it is, right? That just kind of like triggers you and just puts you to a whole nother level. Oh, you just like know that aunt or that cousin or that brother or that aunt or whatever, right? Like, you make sure that you make a decision, what my husband and I call pre-decisions, on how much time you're going to spend with that individual in their household, with their family, etc. And make that decision prior. And so when you go there, you could even say that to them. Oh, I'm coming, but I'm leaving at 8, or I'm coming, but I'm leaving in 1 day, or I'll be there for 1 or 2 days, whatever it is. You want to be able to be clear of what your boundaries are. And don't feel shame or guilt if everyone else is like, come on, we're staying for the whole weekend. Come on, why don't you just stay 1 more day? You've made a decision because this individual or this family or something that's happening really triggers something inside of you, making you feel more stressed, more sad, more depressed. And if it's not bringing you joy, then you need to remove yourself from it. So if you have family obligations, go ahead, step in there, but step in there with your own boundaries and be clear on what your boundaries are. And that leads me to my third point: be intentional. You know, when you go to someone's place or when you have someone over to your place for the holidays, decide what is it going to be about and how can I give in that same space. So what is it that you're going to give? Are you going to come in bearing gifts for everyone? You know, I have a friend whose grandmother knits these cute little bonnet hats kind of thing. And the grandmother all year long makes like 50 of them. And she just gives them out to all her friends and her students and things like that. Are you going to cook? Are you going to bring one of your favorite meals? Are you going to go in with the intentions of, I'm going to clean up after everyone. I'm going to make sure that kitchen is spotless. I'll make sure that the host feels totally encouraged. Or is it that one person that you just want to sit with and you're going to just ask really cool questions like, what was your first job growing up? Or, you know, what do you really love about your granddaughter or grandfather, or whatever it is, right? And just sit. But whatever you do, be intentional. Go in that this is my mission, this is my goal, and I'm going to accomplish this goal at the end. You know, when we go to work with a mission. Like, we don't just go in and be like, I wonder what that we're going to bring. Oh, well, look at this. There's a project, right? Many of us go in and we know exactly what we're going to do. We know what we have to do, and we know how we're going to end the day. And so this is what I encourage for you to do. If you're going to a family member's house, go in with clear intentions of being giving, of being kind, of being the light, of being full of love. And that way, you know that whatever comes towards you, your energy is already going out there before you. Yes? And my last tip of making sure you make it through the holidays full of joy is create your own memories. I know it seems so simple, but you know, Friendsgiving, right, was something that was coined, I don't know, a few years ago, maybe 10. I'm old, so everything is a few years ago. But I was doing Friendsgiving in college. We would just all gather together. We didn't call it Friendsgiving because we didn't coin it, but we could have. And we would just hang out and we would bring meals of all of our different places that we're from and eat and enjoy each other's company. Create memories of people who celebrate you, of people who support you, of who you support, right? Create that family, create those memories. You could still have your obligation of your family, but in the middle of that, have a cookie exchange, a book exchange, a tree trimming party, have an international party, have people over just for wine or just spaghetti or just because, and make your own memories for these beautiful holiday seasons. Look, it is not easy. The sun is going down here in the nation's capital. And so by 5 o'clock, 5:30, it's dark and it's dark longer. And we have all of these hormones that are kind of shutting us out during this season. Pull up those dopamines, go outside, create your memories, create those boundaries, be intentional, get real, and have an amazing holiday season. Make sure that you are well and make sure that anything that you do brings you complete joy